Happy
Okay.
Tuesday. We're tee off with Coach Janice and Tina. I hope everybody's having an amazing week so far. Getting ready for the holidays coming up. Lots of exciting things happening. So, my name is Tina Hong. I am a transformational mindset and health coach and NLP practitioners. I help midlife women and men with nutritional weight loss and mindset performance. And we have here Coach Janice, and she has been playing for golf for over 23 years. She's a competitive athlete, competitive amateur athlete. And she's also a fitness coach. She is Titleist TPI certified. And so we are so excited to be here with you today because today's topic is about smarter recovery. We've been doing this, I guess, once a month in terms of the lives and giving you guys tips, and hopefully you're getting some good benefits out of it. And so today we're going to talk a little bit about smarter recovery essentials, both from a holistic wellness perspective and from a fitness perspective. So I don't know. And then we want to introduce something that we have coming up that you guys are going to absolutely love. So what's up, Janice?
Oh, I'm very excited. That was a great introduction, and everyone, we are very excited to, talk to you about recovery today, but then also talk about our new program that's going to be for next year, because we are just loving putting these monthly, I guess, webinars together for you, podcasts, whatever we want to call them, and just being able to share and make everyone a better golfer. And love the sport and be able to play golf for a really long time. Both of us want everyone to age backwards and be able to just play the sport that they really love.
I love it. And Janice is in Scottsdale, Arizona right now. And I'm in the Northeast in Massachusetts. So she's got 70-degree weather. I have about 25-degree weather. And, depending on where you are, recovery can look a little different, in terms of it being indoors versus outdoors and dealing with the cold, especially if you're after the age of 50 and you have some creaky joints and some inflammation, things like that. But anyway, what do you have, Janice? Do you have any tips for our friends?
Of course, I have some tips. So, today I want to talk about, this is for really if you're over 50. Well, you can be under 50 and still get these same tips. But I know as we get older, we have a tendency to be a little bit more stiff and sore. You might be stiff and sore during your round. You might be stiff and sore after your round. I know for myself, being in late 50s, I find that especially when I'm walking, that my hips can get a little bit tighter, especially if it's a slow round of golf and I have to stand and wait a lot. I find that my back and my hips will get more tight from just the standing and waiting and walking. One great thing about golf is that when you do walk, it's a nice 6 to 7 mile walk, which is great. However, when you do have to stop and stand and wait, it can make you a little bit more stiff, and it can be a little bit more just hurt on your low back. But this is one of the things when we can have confidence when we have confidence on the course because our body is healthy and strong. What this does is it allows our body to have a more natural swing. When we aren't feeling confident, when we are feeling tight and just not as mobile as we would like, it truly affects our swing. And we don't want that to happen. Because when your body feels stable, you're able to commit to the shot. When your body feels mobile, you're able to feel like you can rotate well and really fire through the ball. And that gives you a lot of confidence. And then if you're strong, you're going to swing without hesitation. So just think about when you actually are up there swinging. I don't know if you've ever done this, Tina, but I know there are a couple times if it's later in the round and I have kind of a lazy swing because my ball didn't go very far or didn't hit it very well, If I analyze my shot, just like, oh, that was kind of a lazy swing. Um,
Mm.
then I'm like, oh, I'm tired. Might be hole 17 type of thing. Don't want that to happen on hole 17. I still want
Yeah.
that powerful swing.
Yeah.
Um, but also the fitness, if you are strong, fitness removes the mental break that you
Mhm.
might also have. So there's going to be no guarding your back.
Mhm.
Because if you are physically strong and mobile, I know, again, if I get tight, I'm a great example because my back does tighten up and my hips do tighten up. And I
Mm.
see this in my own swing. It's when my back feels great during the whole 18 holes, I am unstoppable down the middle. But it's
Mm.
like if I happen to be one of those days that just happens to be a little bit tighter, I
Mm.
can definitely see how that affects my swing. But consistency in training also equals consistency in movement. So I also notice if I do a good warm up prior, if I take 15, 20 minutes before even getting to the course to do
Mm.
stretches prior to my hitting on the driving range and then going out to play,
Mm.
that I have a much better round than if I just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna blow off my warm up today, my stretches."
Mhm.
My back and hips definitely do not play
Mm.
as nice in the sandbox as I would like them to, for sure. But
Yeah.
the more mobile you are, the more fluid you feel, you're gonna have better tempo, and
Mhm.
obviously better tempo equals, better
Better
quality
golf.
hits. Yeah,
Yeah.
better golf, and it's gonna improve your confidence. So
Yeah.
you are gonna want that for sure.
I love that. Yeah. I mean, I used to not um warm up as much as I have recently in the last few years. And I used to, I used to arrive on the course, squealing, turning it in on two wheels and just jumping onto the tee box. But now it's like a must have, a non negotiable where I have to spend at least 15 minutes just loosening up. So that's awesome. So I'm curious, Janice, what do you do in recovery? Like, what do you do post round?
Post round, well, again, it's more stretching,
Mm,
more mobility work afterwards. A lot of people think my recovery after golf is I'm gonna go lay on the couch or I'm gonna go
mm,
lay in my lazy boy, and that's gonna be my recovery. So
right.
fitness wise, just to even if you took 5 to 10 minutes to
Mm,
do some nice mobility work for your back, for your hips, for your upper back, your
mm,
thoracic spine, for your neck and shoulders, just to,
mm,
get some mobility and fluid going again. Because, okay, again, I can speak for myself. If
mm,
I've just walked 18 holes, then it is about 7 miles, and after playing golf, yep, I'm a little tired,
mhm,
and I might get a little bit stiff and sore after while I'm, just in the clubhouse if we're having lunch afterwards, and
mhm,
I'll notice that if when I go to stretch when I get home, just do some light stretches. When I
mhm,
get home, do some mobility work, again, 5, 10 minutes, nothing long,
mhm,
that really helps me, recover better. I'm
mhm,
not stiff and sore the next day. My
yeah,
hips don't get stiff and sore sitting in a chair or on the
mhm,
couch type of thing,
mhm.
and it's just better. So that's what I do after. I like to do mobility work for about 5 to 10 minutes afterwards, just to do something. What about you?
Yeah, so, I'm not sure. Well, yeah, stiffness I can relate, especially in the Northeast, because if you're in temperatures under 50, 60, even 60, 50
Mhm.
degrees,
Yeah.
you get tense on the course, and we want to stay loose and we want to stay mobile. Afterwards, I guess really there's a lot of things you can do. One of which is again hydration. Hydration is
Mhm.
super key. So maybe less beer after the round, but first start with a huge 20 ounces of water and kind of replenish the cells because you've been playing and you've been
Mhm.
concentrating and maybe not sipping on your water, drinking water throughout your round because you don't want to go to the bathroom every 5 minutes. So maybe start with water as soon as you get off the course. And I think a smart way of recovering, and we all kind of want to get to hole 19 and get to the clubhouse afterwards to eat something and so forth. The order of what you're eating in terms of your macros are actually really important. So instead of just diving into French fries or starchy things, what if you start with plants? Start with plants and protein, because really you've been actively using your muscles, actively using your whole body, and you've been actively using your brain. Your brain is mostly made of fat. So, starting with plants helps you to prepare your body and your digestion for good proteins and good fats. So, if you're trying to lose weight, there's certain ways of minimizing the starches and the carbohydrates. But if you're just going for the burger, start with a salad. Swap out the French fries for the salad. That's from a nutrition standpoint. When you're actively training, and correct me if I'm wrong, Janice, but when you're actively training, like building muscle in the gym or hiking up hills or something like that, you're actually not building muscle during that movement. You're really breaking down the
Mhm.
muscle tissue
Yeah.
during that movement.
Yeah.
So really, that active recovery happens right after you're done and all the way into the next 24 hours.
Mhm.
So that time period in terms of proteining up and making sure you have the building blocks to build new muscle tissue is really essential. So how you eat even after the round is critical to how you feel in terms of maintaining steady level of blood sugar and endurance going into the next round, whether you're going the next day or 2 days
Mhm.
later. That period of 24 hours after your round of really rigorous walking, 8 miles or whatever, walking hills, getting out of sand traps, whatever it may be, you really want to consider the post recovering nutrition. That's super key. I don't know. Do you do that, Janice?
Oh, I do. Because there's a big difference when I like to typically have a salad with some
Mhm.
grilled chicken after.
Mm.
And it like fills me up perfectly,
Mhm.
and I am energized afterwards. I can tell if I eat like some type of wrap with I will say my club has really good tater tots.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
but when I do the wrap like in a tater tots, it's
Mhm.
not. I don't feel as good and energized from
Mhm.
unless I'm much more energized when I do the plant and protein thing. And
Yeah.
you're right, yeah, we're breaking down muscle during that round of golf, and it's
Mhm.
the recovery time that we need to build up our muscles, and protein is the biggest
Exactly.
muscle
Yeah.
builder.
Yeah, I mean, I love French fries every once in a while, but
I
it's
know,
like
me
you
too.
dive into that because you're starving and, that's the first thing you dive into. It's like it's really like your body has to digest those processed oils that most clubs use to actually
Mhm.
fry those French fries.
Yeah.
You really want to give your body the most nourishing tools to rebuild tissue.
But I will
So,
say I snack
yeah.
a lot during
Mm,
my round of golf. So
mhm, mhm.
especially since I do like to walk, especially this time of year here in Arizona. Yes, I get to walk all winter long.
Yeah.
And so I like to have healthy snacks with me. So
Uh-huh.
that way I'm not so hungry because I'm definitely hungry by the time I finish my round of golf. Don't get me wrong. At
Mhm,
the same time, I'm trying to eat either like I'll take hard boiled eggs, I'll
mm,
take the meat sticks, but then I
mhm.
also like to take an apple with some cinnamon sprinkled on top, or I'll
Ooh,
take
that's a
a
good idea.
banana. Oh, I love apples with because I cut it all up and then sprinkle
Oh,
the cinnamon inside the Ziploc bag, and then oh, it's
nice.
so yummy.
Cinnamon is so great for balancing your blood sugar.
Mhm.
And we're going to talk about this, but we have a 6-week program coming up over the winter in 2026, starting in February. And we're going to get into details and we're going to help you get through this and come up with your recovery plan and your prep plan before the
Mhm.
season gets into full swing. Um, Anything else? I have a couple of thoughts about ways to recover post round. It's so important to not, if you've walked 4 to 5 hours
Mhm.
um, in your round, you really need to rest because basically what happens is if you continue to exercise or do anything rigorous, you actually could be cannibalizing your muscle strength. Over exercising could be a problem. Um,
Mhm.
so the timing of your exercise is really important, and Janice can speak more about that in terms of like what are the in between workouts that need to happen. And but before you go there, I just want to share with you guys. Um, so a couple of things that I love to do that I hope all of you might want to try is I am a huge fan of infrared saunas. Okay.
Mhm.
And cold plunge. The hot cold therapy for your muscles and for your entire body is incredible. So if you struggle with any kind of inflammation, your knees, shoulders, joints, back, doing infrared sauna for 20 to 30 minutes. Your gyms might have it, offer it, or even some places, some wellness studios in town, in the cities offer, sessions in infrared saunas and cold plunges. The hot cold therapy is super energizing. I am a total addict. I think it's so important. I feel like $1,000,000 in terms of recovery after going through an infrared sauna after a rigorous workout or after, a stressful time. Sometimes even I wish I had my own infrared. Someday I will. But like sometimes even before my strength training workouts, what I'll do is actually go into the infrared sauna to kind of warm up my joints, kind of loosen up and get my body prepared for my workout. So I'll do a quick little jump into the infrared sauna for 15 to 20 minutes. It raises your heart rate and kind of gets you already going for your workout. So infrared saunas and cold plunges, huge, huge, huge. It will help you build more endurance and tolerance when you do that hot cold, extreme hot cold therapy. Infrared saunas are not like traditional saunas. It heats you from inside and out. The air temperature doesn't get overheated, so it doesn't necessarily dry you out, but it really kind of helps you. The blue light and red light therapy can actually incredibly bring down inflammation significant. The other thing is Epsom salt baths. If you don't have access to an infrared sauna or cold plunges, Epsom salt baths. If you are really aching and you overused your back or or your butt cheeks, because you're really wailing out those drives, you're like you're feeling, I'm like, oh gosh, what did I do? Ouch. You come home and you're like, to give yourself a really warm Epsom salt bath. Be generous with that salt because what that does, that magnesium really decreases that
Mhm.
inflammation. And lastly, from my side of things, huge benefit in chiropractic because you're hitting, an iron or a club, the stick, and your body is going in all kinds of directions. Well, hopefully not all kinds of directions, but at weird angles that is not natural. It's easy for you to get out of alignment. So I highly recommend working with a sports chiropractic professional who can help you to just maintain your body and your alignment and your spinal alignment in between rounds. So those are my tips for you.
So the only thing I would add for that Epsom salt, also is to add high quality essential oils. So you
Mm,
actually put essential oil into the Epsom salt
mhm,
first, and
mm.
then you put the Epsom salt into the bath. If you
Yeah.
try to put the Epsom salt in and then put the essential oils on top, the essential oils will float on top of the water and not help you. But if
Yeah.
you put the essential oils into the Epsom salt first and let
Oh.
it absorb in, then put it in, then you get this amazing bath.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I've seen the pre-mixed kind where the Epsom salt packages are already include some essential oils in it. Like lavender is relaxing. Frankincense is, has been used for centuries in terms of healing and detoxification. So adding like frankincense,
Wintergreen actually is a really good one for
oh,
your muscles.
yeah.
So that's a
Yeah,
really
like
good
the
one. I like.
eucalyptus in it and
Mhm.
all of that. That's
Yep.
wonderful. So you can create your own little spa experience at home.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Some
I
other
love
things I wanted to go over just a couple other things for the
mm,
golfers over 50. And like I talked about, recovery isn't passive where you should just lay on the couch and go, okay, I'm just going to lay here and I'll be recovering because it's not going to help.
yeah.
You do anything because there's three areas that you really want to focus on when it comes to your recovery. And it's going to be hips are going to be one because we have our rotation that's happening in our golf swing. We've got your thoracic spine, your upper back. There's more rotation. And if you're limited in your upper back, it's really hard to turn in
Mm,
your backswing. And
mm,
then your shoulders, because we need stability and control there in that area. So if you don't have good, stable shoulders, then
mm,
it's going to affect your golf swing. And then the more that you play golf and you don't recover nicely and
mm,
help your body recover, you just get lack of strength. You'll have lack of mobility in that area, and then your
mm,
golf swing goes down the hill, and that's nobody wants that.
mm,
Just remember though, golf stress is cumulative with your
mm,
swings. Over the course of the 18 holes, you're feeling great on hole one, and that's why though we get tired by 18,
mm,
because we're swinging, we're walking. Like you said, we might be in a bunker that we have to get in and out of. It could
mhm,
be a hilly course. It could be a longer course. Just depends
mhm,
on what's going on. But we always want to restore that mobility, rebuild the strength, and calm the nervous system down.
mhm,
And if we skip our recovery, then we can get the stiffness, we can develop compensations in our swing, and we can have that nagging pain that we don't want to have. So, one of the things that you'll be learning or I'll be teaching in our 6-week course is mobility flows that will help you instead of just random stretches. I'll have some mobility flows that you'll be able to do.
mm,
Um, you on days that you aren't playing golf, that's a great day to do a weight workout on your days off,
mm,
um, or at least 2 to 3 weight workouts a week, and then fit in your golf in there as well.
mhm.
Um, and then breath work. And I know, Tina, you've talked about this before. Breath work is very important. It's important for our nervous system.
Definitely.
And that goes for the fitness side of us as on the fitness side of things. We want our breath work and our body to be calm because
Mm,
that translates over into our golf swing as
mm,
well.
mm,
So you don't necessarily need more workouts to do. You just need better recovery habits. That's
mm.
going to help you with your golf game.
And
So,
bounce back faster. When you really deeply recover and give yourself that extra love and
mhm.
self-care, you're gonna bounce back stronger. You're gonna be feeling refreshed and really capable and more confident in going into your next round.
Yeah. So let's talk real quick to everybody about the 6-week winter golf body reboot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So excited for that. It's coming up.
And we will have the link for you to get registered um, in the comments below these different videos. And
Mhm,
then make sure you get the early bird pricing because we're giving $200 off.
mhm,
But you do need to register by January 9th to get
mhm,
that $200 off. So once you see this, you will want to get that early bird pricing. But we do start February 1st and
mhm,
then go for 6 weeks. We have an onboarding call on that Sunday, and then everyone will be starting on that Monday. So it's going to be exciting. Everyone's going to need to check out our landing page so you can get more information and
Mm,
come join us so we can give
yeah.
you a nice winter reboot.
Yeah, so excited. Yeah, so Janice and I are going to be teaching on different topics. She's going to be helping you go through workouts and give you homework assignments every single week what to work on. This is your golf reboot plan for the winter before you get into primetime season. I mean, depending on where you are. I mean, Janice, you're in Scottsdale and it's primetime season now, but this can be utilized any time of the year, really. From a nutrition standpoint, I'm going to get over what's the combination of eating for anti-inflammatory eating. And if you're tired by hole 18, what is the pre-round, post-round, during round eating and snacking need to look like? And we need to support you guys on energy, focus, and mindset. So we're going to give you tips and tools on that in terms of how you nourish, but also how you move and how to prepare in between those rounds, even, stretching and warm ups and stuff like that. Right,
Yep.
Janice?
Yep. Absolutely.
So it starts on February 1, goes through early March for 6 weeks, and you'll have a live teaching component once a week for 1 hour. And we're going to have a community where you can all touch base and connect with one another and ask any questions to our coaches. And in between, you're going to be working on your plan. You're going to be working on over 6 weeks to improve your fitness level, to actually maybe even lose some body fat and some weight and inflammation so you can get on the course and feel leaner. And you're going to have, bulletproof focus, because we're going to practice all of those things over 6 weeks. So I hope you can join us. I'm super excited.
Me too. So everyone, we look forward to having you in our 6-week reboot. And I think, Tina, are we all wrapped up and ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
Perfect.
Sign up right now as soon as you see the link, guys, because take advantage of the $200 off. It's not expensive to begin with. It's a small investment to begin with, but you can get even a better deal by January 9th, before
Yep.
January 9th. All right. So happy holidays, everybody. Hope everyone has an amazing end of the year. In these last few days of the year, just set an intention for what your goals will be in 2026, your golf goals.
Perfect. Everyone, have a fantastic day.
All right. See you guys.